Hi, this is Robert from the Bobsphere, and I've got Pumpkin with me today. And we're in the middle of the year. So that means it's time for a mid-year roundup. I went through my shelves and I picked out all my fave books that I read so far in the past 6 months. So let's start. They're in no particular order. Come on, Pumpkin. Okay. They're in no particular order except for the first one. I mean, the number one read of my list. That's what I mean. Okay, let's start. So, first we have John William Stoner about the life of a professor and his obsession with work. A very simple story, but poignant. The economical prose just, gets you, and it's just flowing. Excellent. And this helped me when I was going through some COVID anxiety. Next, this is actually part of a book club, a defunct one, and I was totally 100% surprised. I thought I wouldn't like this, and I hate it when people have preconceptions. Sometimes I do too, I'm only human. But in the end, I liked it. It's called Cutting for Stone by Abraham Verghese. It's about these twins and the way their lives diverge and how it affects their destinies. It all takes place in Ethiopia as well, which makes it extra special because I've never read a novel that takes place in it. Aha, this one, Pig Iron. Now, this really surprised me. I had a feeling I would like it. Again, preconceptions happens. But I didn't know I would like it that much. This is about a boy, or actually a man now, who returns to his village and he finds out a lot of things have changed. If you like The Butcher Boy, it's very similar, except this is rougher. Okay, The Memory Police. I had to include a dystopian novel. This is about this island where people's memories are taken away. But there are people who manage to retain them, and that causes problems. It's called The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. This was kind of, I guess I could say, not the first not the first big read of the year, but it was one that really impressed me. I've spoken about this one a lot. This is Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Oops, the bookmark fell out. I'm not going to go into this. We all know what it's about. You can check past videos. It's a stunner. Now, generally, I do not like short stories because they are inconsistent. Exhalation by Ted Chang, is an exception. This is amazing. It's forward thinking. It will blow your mind. Every single story is a winner. This is basically science fiction, but to call it science fiction doesn't do it justice. There's a lot more elements. There's philosophy, spiritualism, and it's all these futuristic short stories. Wow, wow, and wow. The guy, one day he's going to write some novel that will, predict the situation of mankind. I bet you he will. Or in a short story. Okay, this is Paragon by Colin McCann. He's an author I really like, but this time he outdid himself. So it's a splintered narrative of 1,000 chapters. So 1 to 500, and then 500 to 1. And the main theme is about an Israeli and a Palestinian who lose their daughters due to terrorist actions. But it's much more than that. It goes into that a lot, but then there's also trivia and facts, and it's all splintered. Oh yes, it's amazing, and you'll be smarter by the time you finish the book as well. So it's a good thing. Next, Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. This, I won't even call it a retelling. So Shakespeare had a son who died, called Hamnet, and then 4 years later he wrote the play Hamlet, which is a tribute to him. But this is a book about grief and loss. And sometimes it will break your heart. Get out those tissues if you're going to read it. but it's utterly, oh, the prose is amazing. If this does not win the Women's Prize, I'll be severely disappointed. I, I don't know, it's just a very poignant book. This one I finished yesterday. It's The Bass Rock by Evie Wilde. It's another one of those, it's a splintered narrative. It's divided into three parts, and it focuses on three women from different timelines. One is modern day, the other one is post-war, and then the other one's in the 1700s. But what links them together is that they have been abused in some way or another. This is not an easy read, but it will get you, I'll tell you that. It's addictive. Plus, Evie Wilde's prose is just, just cackles and sparkles off the page. Highly recommended. That's The Bass Rock. And my number one read, and still is, maybe you could have guessed, it's Winter in Sokcho. Sokcho is a holiday resort area in South Korea, and the book focuses on a guest house, and one day someone comes over and there's a relationship between him and someone who works there, but not in a love way, not a love relationship. It's a bit more quirkier than that. It's a brilliant book. Did you read any of these? What were your highlights of the past 6 months? Come on, you can comment below. See you, and bye.